So this question is asking us to identify a test statistic for this particular situation. And you'll want to draw, that bell-shaped curve when you think about their test that they're conducting. They're calculating a difference between two different columns, the mean difference, symbolized here with mu sub d. I can't highlight it, but it's that where my cursor is on the screen. They're trying to test to see whether this difference is greater than 0. So that means it's a right-tailed test. When you draw that bell-shaped curve, you should shade to the right. That's our rejection region. We're going to reject the null hypothesis if we get a test statistic that's bigger than whatever cutoff value we need. We need to know what that test statistic is, though. We need to know what that cutoff value is for a significance level of 0.01. So this means we have roughly 1% of the area in that right tail. So what you want to do is in StatDisk, you go to probability distributions. And for this particular test, when you're comparing the mean difference between two different groups, and so we don't know the standard deviation of the population, which is pretty much all the case, you want student t-distribution. Okay, this is a t-test. So we want to find out the t-value for a 0.01 level significance. There's a sample size of 15, so that means we have degrees of freedom of 14 for this test. And then we want 0.01 to be the area to the right because that's our significance level. We want to make sure that if we're going to say, hey, there's a difference here, we want to make sure it's not just because of random chance. So if you hit evaluate, there's our t-value that represents the cutoff for 0.01. It's 2.624. So we want to reject the null hypothesis if the test statistic is greater than 2.624, like I said in the beginning, right? We don't want this option A because of the whole reason why we draw like that bell-shaped curve at the beginning. It's a right-tailed test, not a left-tailed test. If we were testing to see if the mean difference was less than 0, then it would have been A. And it would have also said negative 2.64, but this says greater than, so it should be a right-tailed test.